We are witnessing the achievements of mankind in the field of renewable energy and advanced technologies intended for the development of a green economy. EXPO Day 63. Algeria is a country with infinite solar energy. There are 3,000 sunny hours per year. The very first station with solar panels on the territory of the state appeared in 2011. The same year, Algeria launched a program to develop renewable energy sources. By 2030, the country plans to produce more than 13,000 megawatts of solar energy. The warmest welcome and kind smiles await the guests of the Algerian pavilion at EXPO. The video on the big screen will tell you about the beautiful nature and life of a hospitable people who are ready to share their light with the whole world. At the moment, there is an emphasis on the development of solar energy, solar panels in Algeria. The sand that lies in the very desert of Sahara contains more than 80% of silicon. These properties are very useful for the production of solar cells. In the pavilion there are specimens of the Sahara sands. In total there are 100 species in the desert. From quartz sands produce glass, from other types heat-resistant bricks. The darkest sands are used in growing vegetables. The national costumes of Algerians are fascinating. Dresses of brides are especially interesting. It is difficult to imagine, but according to tradition, they change into 12 outfits only for one wedding evening. Visitors to the pavilion leave their feedback and wishes in a note tied to a ribbon. The stand of Algeria has long turned into a carpet of the Commonwealth, where the thoughts of people of different nationalities and religions are gathered together. Guests from Italy, architects Andrea and Rebecca, are very fond of traveling and studying the construction solutions of cities. At the Expo in Milan, the pavilion of Kazakhstan was very popular, so the interest in the exhibition on the energy of the future in Astana was special, they admit. Rebecca visited European countries more, and Andrea traveled more often in America, Japan, and other distant states. They have their own way to study the characteristics of other peoples, to get lost in the crowd during wandering, and always in the center of attention of architects are office, religious and public buildings. If the whole of Italy consists of stone buildings, Astana causes associations of some glass city, they say.
It's amazing Italian architecture, but it's a bit boring for us.
Yes, and it's quite old.
And it's old. So Astana for sure is very impressive because everything is new, shiny. You have this beautiful garden in the pathway, and are amazing. In Italy we don't have such amazing flowers.
We don't have lots of green area. Every empty spot we full with buildings, houses, and parking lot and other things.
Italians are famous for their mafia, joke Andrea and Rebecca. They will remember the Kazakh people as the friendliest people. The guests are full of impressions, joyfully note that they did not feel the language barrier. During travel, they try dishes of different nationalities. They have learned the taste of cooked.
It's salty.
Very salty.
It's like cheese.
Strong cheese, very salty.
Halkin dishes, similar to kitchen utensils, reproduce melodic sounds. Unusual, beautiful compositions played by musicians on a steel drum sound for the guests of the Pavilion of the Caribbean States. This steel pan is the national instrument of the country of Trinidad and Tobago. It is not represented by a separate zone at Expo. Surprisingly, the instrument can produce all 7 notes and reproduce both classical works and pop music. It would seem that it does not have any strings or keys, but to learn to play on it is not so easy, the musician Ricky Robley said.
Okay, we have like the bass pan that sounds like a bass guitar, and then we have the tenor pan that I was playing earlier, and that's like a trumpet. Caribbean boot, we play Caribbean music like soca, calypso, reggae.